Cameron County, what many consider to be one of the great stars, one of the crown jewels of the Pennsylvania wilds, known for its wildlife, dark skies, beautiful vistas. Many years ago, an event that took place during the end of summer was an event called Super Weekend. A time for the community to come together, celebrate what it's like to be in Cameron County, and have a little fun. Not necessarily a tourist event, but it did attract plenty of people to come and enjoy the festivities. Part of that was a video often shot to commemorate the event, to record it, to keep it so future generations can see what Super Weekend was like. Both Super Weekend and these videos ceased somewhere around the 2000s, and Super Weekend was sadly forgotten by many. But over the last 3 years, a group of volunteers have gone out of their way to make Super Weekend what it used to be, to bring back the life of Super Weekend. And I decided to come here to document it. So, let's take a look.
Sound, that sweet, sweet sound.
Starting Super Weekend off on Friday night is the Cornhole Tournament. Of course, a local favorite. These super skinny boards made by Jim Smith were given away as prizes.
Hi, Jim Smith, running the Super Weekend Cornhole Tournament. Made super skinny boards for the winners. All the money will be donated back to Super Weekend to make Super Weekend great again next year.
And of course, if you're going to play some cornhole, you're going to need some music. Brought to you by Six Pack.
I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I'm in bed, I'm in good, downstairs. I'm in good. I'm asking for help.
Saturday morning's festivities start with a popular event both at Super Weekend and outside of Super Weekend, the local farmers market.
Here we are, Super Weekend together at the farmers market. This is Valerie Van Brugel, the mastermind behind what we have going on here. If you look around, we have all these vendors, a lot of attraction to the community. We can see that everybody wants to buy something here. We're bringing consumer to producer, and we're creating culture of community.
And this is Josh Zuckel. He is the dreamer behind the market. He's been wanting to do something like this for years. And together we started this last year in 2023. This year we came back even bigger. We have all sorts of vendors here. We have probably about 6 or 8 growers now selling their locally grown produce, fruits and vegetables, and then everything from artisans selling crafty goods to baked goods and honey makers, freeze-dried products, everything. So it's basically supporting all these local businesses in Emporium, and the community is really coming out and seems to love it.
Yes.
So we're happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And go Red Raiders!
A personal favorite of mine at the farmers market is always freeze-dried Emporium.
Hi, this is Tasha from Freeze Dried Emporium. This is our second year setup at Super Weekend. We offer all kinds of freeze-dried treats, fruits, veggies, ice cream, candy, anything you can think of. Freeze-drying is becoming a new cliche to the market, as you can preserve food for up to 20 to 25 years that you make in a freeze-dryer machine. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and we sell online at the markets all over Pennsylvania and other states.
Kulik's Little Red Barn is also another popular attraction, especially when they bring their alpacas, as they did on Super Weekend.
Hi, I'm Robin Kulik, and I am the alpaca shepherdess at Little Red Barn Farm in Emporium. These are 2 of our 20 alpacas. The shorter white one is Buddy, and the taller one is Shenanigans. We have had alpacas, I think, for about 13 years. We've been at the farm for 15 years. And we bought alpacas because I knit, I crochet, I'm learning how to weave, and fiber animals that was just kind of the next step of the addiction. So the alpacas get a haircut once a year. They were sheared the end of May, and when the fiber comes off the animal, the best fiber comes off their torso. It's called their blanket. Sometimes you can use their neck, and sometimes you can use their leg fiber, but for the most part, the usable fiber comes off their body. So you take about 5 or 6 pounds of fiber when they get sheared, but then from that, you have to identify what is usable fiber. And my mother, Teresa Janot, is much better at that skill than I am. The steps are, you lay the blanket out on a sorting table, and the sorting table is usually about 4 foot wide by 8 foot long. It's covered with hardware cloth, and it's up on sawhorses. So it's laid up on sawhorses, and you go around the edges and pull off anything that's contaminated, and that's called skirting. Sorting has to do with the diameter of the fiber, and the younger the animal, the finer the fiber is. So anything 20 microns or less is called grade 1. Every 3 more microns increases the grade. So usually for yarn, anything grade 1, 2, or 3 is best for yarn. As it gets to grade 4, 5, and 6, then it's not the greatest for yarn, but it can be used for felt, it can be used for upholstery fabric and other kinds of applications where softness is not your main factor. The alpacas come in 22 different colors, and you never know what color you're going to get. Right now I have a rose gray female that is due yesterday, and so we're waiting to see what comes out of her. Her previous babies have been black, and she was bred to a medium brown, so we'll find out.
Do you do the knitting yourself?
I do not. Well, I can, but I don't. She does all the knitting. So my job is, I'm the farmhand. I do the day-to-day animal care. I shovel the manure, I give them their shots, I trim their toenails. So we belong to the Pennsylvania Alpaca Association, and they serve as a cooperative. So once Mom has done the skirting, she's sorted it out, she's identified the different characteristics of the fiber, we contribute it to Paoba, and then Paoba sends it away to be made into yarn. And Mom is part of the yarn committee, and one of their jobs is to look at the different fiber that's been donated and identify where best to use it. Is it best in sock yarn? Is it best to be made into felt? They also decide based on the inventory of Paoba, what do we need to keep in stock, because all of our product goes to the farm show in Harrisburg every January, where people can purchase, they can purchase the yarn, they can purchase homemade products. If they're spinners, they can purchase roving. We also do Paoba sends the yarn away to be processed into yarn, sends the fiber away to be processed into yarn, and then we actually go and dye the yarn, which is pretty crazy because there's innumerable combinations of yarn, and it's kind of fun to go to farm show and then see your handwork displayed.
What's the favorite thing that you guys sell that was always your favorite?
There is no favorite. Everybody, and it's kind of interesting, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some products you're thinking are never going to sell, and along comes a buyer, and that's like the perfect thing that they've been looking for a very long time. I know Mom has made some things and it doesn't sell. She dyes it a different color and it flies off the shelf. So it's just pretty crazy. But you can use alpaca. It's very warm. It's hypoallergenic. It lasts for a very long time, and it's easy on the environment because it's a natural product, unlike your polyesters and your other man-made nylon fibers. So the alpacas are very easy on the land. They don't have hooves, they have toes, so they don't do a lot of damage out into the pastures. There's not a lot of erosion or things like that in our pastures.
Usually, when the Emporium Fire Department brings their trucks out of the station, it's to help the community fight fires. On Super Weekend, it's for a different kind of fight. A battle. Battle of the Barrel. Music has always had an important role in Super Weekend, and that's no different this year. We have many local artists, one of which is Mountain Melodies, an instrument band that plays at many local events. Of course, if you want something a little more hardcore with a lot of energy, there's always Phaser, our local punk band.
Alright, this next song is an original. It's called Psychiatric Dream. Stop! 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 Let's go! Stop! Stop! Let's go! It's about you, know you like that bird. Psychiatric drug. What's wrong? You know you like that bird. Psychiatric drug. Your idea is so good. Psychiatric drug. Take on I call you a phone. Psychiatric drug. Stop! Oh, stop! Let's go! Well, you know you like that bird. Psychiatric drug. What's wrong? You know you like that bird. Psychiatric drug. Your idea is so good. Psychiatric drug. Please God, I call you a phone. Psychiatric drug. Stop! Stop! Let's go! Stop! Stop! Let's go! Time is cut to not see your face and you disappeared and I can wait. Sorry, I can't wait to play on your check. Sorry, what's something I said? Let's go!
Super Weekend is also a great opportunity for many of the businesses on Main Street. And if you're going to be talking about local businesses, you have to, of course, talk to Tina at the Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, I'm Tina Solak. I'm the Executive Director of the Cameron County Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome you to our community. We have so many events that take place, and primarily we host the events in our downtown Emporium area. It gives our businesses a great opportunity to meet new people, to introduce people from outside the area to what we have. We have a very vibrant downtown. We only have one storefront that's empty, which is a rarity in any downtown. And outside today, we have a number of businesses that not only are maybe just opening their doors for people to walk through, but they also have set up sidewalk sales, other things outside of their business. We've got everybody from the mercantile to restaurants that include Tiffany's, our Chinese restaurant, Aroma, all of those in our 1 block area. We also have, if you just travel maybe 300 more steps, you're going to find Twisted Sisters with ice cream and Pizza Palace Plus. Emporium is a phenomenal downtown location. If you happen to be downtown around noon, you might want to put your fingers in your ears, because we still blow our fire whistle every day at noon as a test to make sure that it's working. So if you're looking for that hometown, the way I grew up feeling, you definitely want to visit, or better yet, move to Cameron County.
What's your favorite place in Cameron County?
Oh, what a question. My favorite place. I have so many. Definitely I enjoy grabbing a coffee or a wrap and sitting outside of Aroma on her table and chairs. I also enjoy some of the vistas that we have in our Cameron County area, traveling Ridge Road. And you know, one of my favorite things was last October, we always sponsor a trail run. And I happened to work one of the trail areas that people stop in, one of the aid stations. So I got there very early before any of the runners would come and walked down to one of the vistas and just sat there on the bench and took it all in, like the silence of it and the beauty and seeing everything laid out before you that Mother Nature can give you. It's just one of my favorite memories that I have, recent memories of Cameron County.
What's your favorite activity at Super Weekend?
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb because it hasn't happened at this moment. I'm gonna say the Battle of the Barrel. I have been present for other Battles of the Barrel. In fact, the last time Cameron County hosted one was during the Sesquicentennial celebration. And I actually got to be part of a team. It was phenomenal. And I'm so excited to see Emporium Volunteer Fire Department bring that event back.
During Super Weekend, you will also see canopies up and down Main Street, which gives many local artisans an opportunity to sell some of their unique goods.
So my name is Amanda Knight. I'm the owner of the Knights One. It's a custom crochet business. I focus on custom pieces that you can order in any size or any color. I work with different designers from different countries, pattern testing, and then designing my own patterns as well. One of my main focuses is working with the Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. It's a Facebook group where we spread random acts of crochet items throughout different cities, hoping to just spread joy and love. It's one of the main reasons I do it. I was taught to crochet when I was 11 years old. During the pandemic, I needed something to keep me busy with my 1-year-old son, and hence my crochet closet with full of pieces for summer and winter, and then also different things that are inspired from the 90s, like my beaded lizards, chickens, most recently for my move to Emporium in Cameron County. So yeah, thank you for looking, and I appreciate it.
What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make, honestly, is anything that allows creative expression. So most recently I just had a 12-year-old who I get to actually design a piece for. So designing my first piece for the younger generation and getting the fiber arts back into art, really, because fiber art is something that's kind of dying off. Fast fashion is kind of everywhere, but slow fashion and taking the craftsmanship of what your hands can make, that's like really my favorite thing, honestly.
So
I see you have a lot of chickens. Do you have live chickens, or is this inspiration?
I've always wanted to. So my mom had live chickens about 7 years ago, and I fell in love with them. But the chickens come from the Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. It's a group. It kind of took off. They come with handwritten notes from your emotional support chicken. They actually have fidget feet that move, so they help with anxiety and depression, which is actually something that I suffer from. So it was just something that kind of honestly took off, and people fell in love with it. So I kind of became the chicken lady.
On top of selling unique art, Sarah Jane's art studio has a window painting competition.
Super Weekend art contest. This year it's going to be comprised of the artists going along 4th Street and painting whatever they choose to paint on the business windows. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see what they come up with. The last couple of years we did things over at the Manor, and then we did some sidewalk chalk art. This year I just think it's going to be a lot more fun because of the festivities going on tomorrow. You'll be walking up and down 4th Street and you'll see all the different vendors setting up, but then you'll also get to see all the different art that's set up in the business windows. So I really appreciate the businesses. They really stepped up and they were just amazing about letting everybody come and paint on their windows. And so there's actually going to be a lot more cash prizes and art kit prizes this year because we're doing a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place for each category. Each category consists of adult, and then we have teen, and we have youth. And 1st place for each of those categories is $100, and 2nd place is $50, and then the 3rd place is an art kit that I picked out. Embassy Powdered Metals has been awesome about sponsoring this event, and so I'm very grateful for that. And again, the businesses and the artists who came to do some art this evening. We have about a dozen participants this year. And then as far as the art studio, what I've got going on here, a lot of the art is being set up for the farmers market. So we've got all of the art supplies for the participants in the art contest, and then over here we've got a bunch of design type materials for Shereen Miller's dough bowl decorating class tomorrow, which is going to be held during the farmers market time frame and a little bit beyond. So that should be a lot of fun. There's always a lot going on here, so you never know what you're going to walk into when you walk into Sarah Jane's, because there's either some kind of art project going on or some kind of community event, or like I said, a lot of my art is packed up, so you won't see any of it in here right now because we're going to be set up over on Chestnut Street tomorrow, pretty much the entire day. So I'm really looking forward to it. So come on out and see us.
There's never a shortage of activities at Super Weekend. Whether it's blowing giant bubbles or archery, there's many different things to do. If you got a good grip, the rock climbing wall at Super Weekend provides a good challenge for adults and kids.
We couldn't exactly do it like that.
I think the weight right down. Drop to this, okay? Move back. Like this.
All right, smile.
Wave back.
You're going to send that to me. Okay.
Snapchat.
Gavin.
Hey, don't fall off there.
Can you run and go get that? Either one, red tank top or red shorts.
Jay, you're going to have to do it again because I didn't get a video.
Of course, the Anything Goes race is a tradition. Let's meet our racers.
All right.
We're goated.
Yes. So you guys are the Rocks.
Yeah.
How'd you pick that name?
I just looked at a rock.
Very good. What's your vehicle today?
We got a wagon.
All four wheels, I see.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. What are you guys' team name?
We are the soon-to-be fired.
Soon to be fired.
We stole our boss's chair.
Ah, well, I guess I don't need to ask about your vehicle then.
Nope.
Do you guys have a team name?
Yes.
What are you called?
Rumbles.
Say it again?
Rumbles.
There you go. I see you also stole an office chair.
Yeah. Well,
See-
my mom works there, so.
Ah, so it's all right then.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So, do you guys have a team name?
Mr. Bonnie.
Well, you say.
What's your team name?
The Goofy Alls.
Oh, really? And what's your vehicle here?
The cart.
It's a cart?
Yeah.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the dedicated volunteers who spend countless hours putting together Super Weekend. Whether contacting vendors or scheduling events, they spend a great deal of time making sure things run smoothly. I think it's time we meet some of these volunteers.
Hi, I'm Jessica Herzing. I'm a volunteer with the Super Weekend Committee. We're so fortunate to be partnered with the Cameron County Community Chest to be able to bring events like Super Weekend to all of the residents in Cameron County. This year we're so excited to be able to have expanded to a full weekend of events, from the cornhole tournament and band last night on North Broad Street to Super Saturday activities in the heart of Emporium to driftwood activities on Sunday. And it's really great to see so many residents come out and to be able to differentiate ourselves from the other big events in the county, because we're not geared for tourism and really bringing people here. This is all about celebrating residents and what they love about Cameron County. Super Weekend was always this nostalgic event from the 80s and 90s that residents just really missed when it had wrapped up. And so to be able to bring it back for our neighbors and friends to enjoy is just so fulfilling, and we're so excited to be back for round 3, and we're looking forward to what year 4 will look like next year.
What's your favorite event so far at Super Weekend?
My favorite event is the Anything race. It's the one that we've pushed and tried to promote the biggest from year 1 to let the kids participate in. Originally that event was done where the north side of Main Street businesses were against the south side of Main Street businesses, and they raced down Main Street and they had to get adults to do it. But letting the kids create their own carts and build their teams and race is always such a fun event to watch, and to get to see them really enjoy something that's totally for them is so fulfilling. It's the only event that we've been able to carry through all 3 years so far, because every year it grows or changes.
Hi, I'm Rowan, and I'm with the Super Saturday Planning Committee. This year we expanded to the Super Weekend Planning Committee. This event originated from an event back in the 80s. We decided this year we had enough interest from the last couple of years to make it a weekend-long event, kind of paying a little bit more homage to the original. And so we started last night, which was Friday. We had the cornhole tournament, and the proceeds from that go back towards the event for next year. And today's Saturday. We had the vendors downtown, we had kids activities, Battle of the Barrel, have a band down there playing, and kind of do a little opening set for the band Colin Alvarez, and that's going to go until 10 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to be having the churches are having a non-denominational service in the town square, and later on we'll be down in Driftwood. They're going to do a rock snake and have free hot dogs and food for everybody, so it should be a fun time.
So what's your favorite thing at this year's Super Weekend?
Oh, that's tough. I love that we were able to bring back the rock wall. That seems to be a big hit. I love the kids events down, on Chestnut Street by the Recreation Center. It's always really nice to have a spot just for the kids. Battle of the Barrel, super pumped that the Emporium Volunteer Fire Department was able to do that. It's just been good all around. It's hard to pick a favorite.
How did you get involved with Super Saturday?
I got involved shortly after I was the recreation director for Cameron County. I'm no longer in that position, but I stuck with the event just because it's a great community. It's a great thing for the community. Camco proud.
Hi, my name is Jill Carlson. I'm on the Super Weekend Committee. This year I was mostly in charge of vendors, food trucks, bands, securing them and then getting confirmation that they'd be coming, determining where they were going to be placed in the footprint of the outfit. And we had a very good turnout, and this year we decided to go with the Super Weekend as opposed to the Super Saturday that we did the last 2 years. We started off last night with the cornhole tournament. We had a live band, a food truck, very good attendance, well over 200 people. Going into today's events, and then tomorrow we're actually having a non-denominational church service in the center lot, and then moving on to Driftwood for some more activities. So that's where we're at right now.
What's your favorite activity at this year's Super Weekend?
Oh, I'm thinking my favorite are the dances. I like the dances in the night are my favorite activities. You get a lot of crowds there, a lot of the kids running around enjoying themselves. It's very family oriented.
How did you get involved for being a volunteer for Super Weekend?
I was helping with the Cameron County project, and that happened to fall into the COVID times, and we decided to have a community activity once COVID was released because we weren't allowed to do activities during that year. So we just decided the Super Saturday was one of the things that the residents wanted to come back to play, and so we started it out 2 years ago with the Super Saturday, followed up again last year, and then we went with the Super Weekend this year.
Any chance you want to talk about Super Weekends in the past, like in the 80s and 90s?
My children were little when we had the Super Weekends in the past, and they remember the different races, the Battle of the Barrel, which is something that also came back this year, the Battle of the Barrel. I wasn't here when they did the Only show and all that, but anyway, it was a good time all weekend long, street dances, just a lot of fun.
It looks like there was a very good turnout for this weekend, and I'd like to say thank you for letting me talk to you and for putting on such a great event.
Well, we appreciate all your help with the photos and capturing the moments. It's greatly appreciated.
As with most evenings in Super Weekend, the day ends with a band, the Colin Alvarez Band. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video and a chance to look at some of the great events we have here in Cameron County at Super Weekend. And hey, maybe I'll see you next year.
But I should trade. Careful now, it's menacing. I'm delicate, and I don't know where you fell through. I can't seem to harbor reasons for falling.